Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Factorio Undefeatable. My name, of course, is Potato. This is the heavily modded Factorio run that I seem to have been talking about for absolutely ages. I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, it's going to be a whole lot of fun. And it's going to be really difficult, hence the name Undefeatable, because we got to keep on pushing forward. So, anyway, let's have a quick little look at the mods, and just an FYI for you guys, I'm going to make a video detailing all of these mods that is going to be available to my Patreons over at patreon.com/orbitofpotato. They're going to get it a couple of days earlier than you guys, so be sure to stay tuned for that. I am going to go over them right now, but I'm going to go over them in more detail in that video. So, you know, if you want to help me out, pay the bills, whatever, patreon.com/orbitofpotato is the place to go, and you get some nice bonus stuff. Anyway, aircraft, of course, you can't have aircraft without, you can't have a Factorio run without aircraft, you know? I've seen how powerful aircraft are, and I don't want to go back, so there we go. We've got all of Bob's mods, which just add, like, shit tons of content to the game. Bucket wheel excavator, I thought that looked kind of cool. Explosive termites. I love explosive termites. Quite frankly, they're my favorite thing about Factorio. If somebody made a game about explosive termites, I would just play it. Factorissimo, you can like build little warehousey things. We've got Farrell, because of course we want, you know, rails and stuff. Landfill mod, of course. Rail tanker, because we want to transport fluids on the railway. Robot army. Of course, who doesn't want a robot army? Stupid question, right? Satellite uplink station. I looked at it. It sounded pretty cool, I guess. Shuttle train, it also sounded kind of cool. Tree farms, because we want to make some farms. Uranium power. I like nuclear reactors. You know, screw me, sue me. Screw me, sue me. Either way. I mean, I'd prefer a screw than a sue, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Warehousing mod, water well, which allows us to mine underground water and stuff, and Yukoi Industries. So a whole bunch of stuff there, right? A whole bunch of stuff. As I say, I'm going to detail them a little bit more in another video. But now is not that video. Anyway, so what I've done is, if you have a little look, we got a whole bunch of thingies to set here. I've basically generated a whole bunch of worlds, and I've selected the one that I thought was the best. All I did was I changed the terrain segmentation to very low, and I've left everything else on regular. I've not mucked around with the settings too much. And this is the save that I came up with. And that's the map exchange string. It will be posted somewhere. It'll probably be linked in the description, so if you want to check it out and if you want to play along with me, then you're more than welcome to do so on this string. Make your own factory. Tweet it to me, you know, twitter.com/orbitofpotato. I'd love to see what you guys are creating, especially on this map with some of the mods, perhaps. I don't know. I love mods in Factorio. I'm really excited for it. I don't know why I clicked back there, but here we go. This is it. And immediately, as you can see, the map is very similar, but kind of different. This is also the latest version of Factorio as well, which I have not played in, but I am super excited to be getting down to grip with exactly what is going on. Let's start things off nice and casual, alright? We need to, of course, get the coal circle jerk set up. That is an absolute necessity at this point. I mean, it's just become such an icon in itself. Let's get some iron crafting. Let's turn alt view on, because if you don't play Factorio with alt view on, then you're a bad person. All right, you know, so I'll talk a little bit about my reasons for selecting this this area as my starting location, because I went through maybe 10 or 15 possible starting locations, and I came to the conclusion that this was a nice one. Why did I come to the conclusion this was a nice one? There's a lot of iron, a little bit of copper over there. There's not so much copper, which might limit us a little bit, but I'm relatively hopeful. I'm hopeful that we'll be fine. So yeah, we're just gonna get ourselves started. Iron plates being probably the most key resource, I would say. Yeah. And yeah, I put terrain segmentation down to low because I was tired of generating worlds that were super segmented by just massive areas of water. So there you go. That's my logic behind it. Isn't it nice having a nice little clock up in the corner? That's a mod, by the way. It's part of Bob's mods, I think. And it's super nice just having a little clock telling me exactly what time it is. I think it's lovely. Alright, let's see if we can get one more of these things. That's right, stone furnace. Do we have any stone nearby? Well, for a first thing, we can mine the stone rock, which is not something that could have been done in the previous Factorio that we played, because that just, you know, just wasn't possible. But super nice that we can do it now. Alright, let's start up production of some more burner mining drills. We'll just power them with, whatever you might call it, with wood for now. But we are going to be looking to start up the coal circle jerk pretty much as soon as physically possible. Because, let me tell you, the coal circle jerk is the most efficient way to get our coal needs. Oh my goodness, would you look at that? A burner mining drill times 4. That is right, ladies and gents. I have no idea what that is. Lithia water. No idea. It's also worth noting that I have very little comprehension about what these mods do. You know, for some of the bigger ones, I kind of know what they do, like Bob's mods and stuff. But for the most part, I'm pretty clueless. And I think that is probably the best way to go into a game of Factorio that is heavily modded. I think it's really, really exciting that we can discover things at the same rate. I think that it's you know you're not seeing any of my reactions. I go, oh wow, I never knew that happened, you know, but I legit didn't know that any of the stuff is going to happen. I know about aircraft, I know about explosive termites, and that's basically it. I mean, a little bit about nuclear power, but that's probably pushing the boundaries a little bit. All right, let's get some more. Have a whole stack of wood. You deserve it. You bloody deserve it. There you go. Wow, so it gets light really bloody early. It's 2 a.m. in the morning, and it's getting light already. Lovely. Lovely indeed. Alright, so the copper's over here. The copper is probably the biggest walk, which is a little bit annoying, but yeah, whatever. Let's get ourselves an iron chest. Well, yeah, iron chest is fine. It's not the best, but hey-ho. Something else that we need to probably bear in mind. Oh shit, we could probably get a stone furnace. Actually, that'd be real hot shit if we could get one of those. There we go. I don't know why we built an iron chest. I didn't think we'd have the resources for a stone furnace, so I didn't build one. But there you go. Yeah, so the copper I think is going to be a very limiting factor. Also, this map looks kind of a little bit shitty if I'm completely honest, because you know, there's a lot of colors on it. A lot of green up there. A lot of everything everywhere. Honestly, colors, I'm fine with that. Oh, give me this coal. Give me this coal. Feels so good, man. Feels so good. What is this? A droid rally post. Alright. Alright. I'm being taunted with all of these advanced technologies that I've got access to. And this is just like the first level. Right? This is the bloody first level. Like, look at the research that we've got to do. Look at the research. What is that? Ore unloader. Apparently the ore unloader is broken, but everything else is fine. Like, everything else works in that mod. I don't know. I've got the bucket wheel excavators. That sounds pretty cool. Uranium power. Oh, I remember this. Oh, I remember this. I remember this a little bit from when we did it ages and ages and ages ago. And honestly, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. There is no doubt that this is by far the most complex Factorio run that I have ever attempted. I might get stuck. I'm going to need your guys' help to make sure that you keep me on the straight and narrow about this one, because, you know, doing daily Factorio it's not easy. It's not easy. Especially when we've got, you know, such a large amount of stuff in the game. And you know, it's gonna be tough, but I don't know anything super special, so you guys need to make sure that you inform me if there is anything that I'm missing, which could be quite a lot, arguably. All right, good. Everybody seems to be doing rather well. A droid assembler seems like something from the robot army. That sounds kind of cool. Okay. Oh shit. Oh, well, I made some transport belt. That was accidental, but there you go. A pipe that allows fluid to flow in one direction. Very, very cool. We can make some science packs. Holy shit, those science packs look kind of nice. This is not bad. Basic circuit boards, something that we're going to have to work on. The wooden fence, a defensive wall made from wood. That is dope. Like, that's just such a good idea. Like, why is that not in the game? Sort raw gems. Okay, that's cool. Coral seeds, we can get some fields set up. Oh my god. Plate heat exchanger, heat transfer element, sounds pretty good to me. An SS turbine. Wow, okay, lots and lots of stuff here. Lots and lots of stuff, lots and lots of potential. So, I'm just really excited. Like, whenever I start off a Factorio run, it's always super, super, super exciting because there's just so much stuff that, you know, you can do. The world is your oyster. Factorio truly is one of my favorite strategy games. It really, really is. It's a really, really, truly great game. Alright, let's get a couple of burner mining drills. We do need to find a little bit of stone. Is there any stone around here? I mean, I'm getting by mining the big stones for now. But A, that's a little bit annoying, and I can't set it up to be automated. And yeah, stone might be the limiting factor, because I'm pretty sure that Bob's mods require a healthy quantity of stone for stone gears. That might be a little bit of a tricky situation, if you ask me. Well, whatever. Let's make, maybe not 4 of them, actually. Make 2 of them, or whatever. We'll set up another couple over here. Perfect. Take 50%, take 50%. 2 stone furnaces. Boop, boop. And we need more coal. Of course we need more coal. You know, the early stages of Factorio are always very much a case of, I'm running over here. I'm running over here. I'm running over here. And then I'm running over here. You know, but that's just the reality of the situation. As soon as we get belts set up and we can actually, you know, exist in kind of a happy little situation where all the resources are getting brought to us and we're actually controlling things a little bit more than we are now, you know, then we'll be a little bit happier. Oh, lots of iron up there, which is kind of nice. That's tin ore over here. Little bit of stone down in this area. Not very much, but a little bit, which is kind of nice. Evening time, yes, I value the daytime. Because I can actually see what is going on. I can also show you guys what is going on. But that's hashtag YouTuber problems. Okay, how are you doing? You got 12 coal in you, you got 16 coal in you. Good, alright. So I guess first priority needs to be kind of research, I guess. That's always kind of a first priority. I have no idea what this stuff does, by the way, but there's apparently a lot of it. There is a lot of it, and we probably want to clear it up. Clear all this green stuff up if we want to make a little bit of space for us to work with. Another reason that I sort of chose this starting location is that we've got this initial area of space. And we've also got a little bit up to the north over here. So I think we've got plenty to work with, but sooner rather than later, I would imagine our factory filling out the entirety of this screen, and therefore we're going to have to clean up all of this green stuff over here. I don't know if you can see that, but it's there. A little bit of green stuff over there, and a little bit of green stuff down there, and all of this uranite. It's all going to be coming up. All of it, I would imagine, by, like, episode... I don't want to put a number on it, but it's all going to be coming up. None of this is going to be sticking around. That's for absolutely certain. And when I say not sticking around, it will be, you know, sticking around for a while, but not for forever. Okay, what do we need for some good old research labs? We've already got the requirements, apparently. Basic circuit boards are kind of replacing the you know, they're kind of like the lowest tier of circuit boards, if you will. Let's get a lab set up. We're going to need a little bit of power, so we'll get an offshore engine, we'll get a steam engine, we'll get a couple of boilers, and we're also going to need some pylons as well. So I think with this kit, we should be fine enough to make a little bit of a power setup. I'm feeling that down over here is a good place to set up power. I mean, it's kind of temporary, it's kind of out of the way, and it's kind of just, you know, separated from the rest of the factory, because I like to make sure that my power setup is a little bit further away from the rest of the factory. And I think here is a perfect place to do it. Do we have... Yeah, we totally have some burner mining drills. So let's set you up. Yep. And let's set you up over there. Start mining a little bit of stone. You can't go wrong with a little bit of stone in your life. I mean, said no one ever, actually, but there you go. That's not the piece that I was looking for. 4 boilers should be more than enough for now. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! That was a little bit buggery there. We probably will end up setting a belt over here or something, but I guess we could manually feed it for now. I don't know actually. What is the most optimal way to feed that? To feed that right now. All right, place the research down, and what do we want first? We could have anything really. The world is your oyster in Factorio. I would like assembly machines. Assembly machines would be kind of nice. If we could get some of them, then I would be pretty darn happy. Let's have a look and see if we can get some science packs. 10 science packs would be just swell right now. Okay. Let's manually... Did I? Whatever. I fucked that up. I meant to do that. I meant to do half of half of half of half of half. I meant to do a quarter in each, but it didn't end up working out like that. Hey-ho. Shit happens. Alright, let's start up the boilers. Let's get this show on the road. Let's get this show on the road. And I'm also going to mine up this stone because why not? Got a little bit of time in our hands before we unlock the first little bit of research. And that to me is very, very exciting. See, part of me is really, really, really eager to use one of the alien explosive termites. Like, I want to use it right now. Or the explosive termites, whatever. I want to use it right now. Man, I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted just to use it. Just to get all the trees out of the way. Because the trees are so annoying. They really are, but I can't quite bring myself to do it quite yet. Because we might actually need this wood, believe it or not. I mean, although it is unlikely, we might need it. And we might need it kind of soonish. I say that. I don't actually know if we're going to need it. How is everything going? Is copper run out of power? Not yet, actually. I'd imagine it's going to be running out of power pretty soon. Coal circle jerk has been cleaned up. Fantastic. Okay, have 38 more coal. Did I give both 38 more coal? No, I gave... Okay, whatever. There you go. Have a happy day. You both get 43 coal because you can't share it amongst yourselves. I mean, you literally can't share it amongst yourselves. You're a furnace and you're a burning mining drill, so you literally can't share anything amongst yourselves. Alright. A little bit of iron. Okay, well, I say a little bit of iron. Holy shit, that's actually quite a lot of iron. That's enough to play around with. That is quite a large amount of iron, actually. Assembly machines up and running. That's grand. Landfill. Oh, baby, I love me some landfill. I love me some landfill. Landfill is great. Do we want to prioritize getting advanced furnaces? Is that something that we should invest our research points into? I mean, we could. I'm just looking for advanced furnaces. I have no idea where advanced furnaces actually will be. That's the chemical plant. That's advanced oil processing. I've probably gone past it at this point. It's fertilizer. That's gas venting. Oh, fuck me. That is complex. I mean, it's probably not complex. I just don't understand it. But let me tell you, there's a lot of stuff that I don't understand. So, there you go. Steam engine, electric. No. Oh, I can search it. Furnace. Furnace. Advanced material processing. Oh, shit. There you go. Wow, holy shit. This search feature, lifesaver. Yeah, so this is miles away. I don't know if we really want to prioritize going for this. Chemical plant processing, I mean, that looks really advanced. And alloy processing, quite frankly, looks like wow, I need a PhD to understand this. Holy shit. Is that Iron Man? That's literally Iron Man right there. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's a little bit of copyright infringement, but I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna report him or anything. That would be a little bit of a dirt move. But, hey-ho, it's probably a little bit of Iron Man. Alright. What do we want? We want probably some assembly machines. Yeah, we're going to want to set up a furnace processing setup that involves coal. I don't think that we can really avoid setting coal up so that it's part of the process. We're just going to have coal down one side of the belt, and on the other side of the belt, we'll have the resources that you're actually processing. So, for example, iron. I think that is probably something that we are going to be starting up pretty darn soon. I think over here is kind of nice, and yeah. Yeah, there is no reason to have a copper area and an iron area. Like, we can have completely separate copper processing areas and iron processing areas. So over here we can process iron because there's iron over here. Makes more sense, right? There's no hard limitation like there used to be in the old series, so to speak. So it's quite nice to be set free a little bit. It is quite liberating. And obviously, all of the stuff that you do at the start of the game is very, very flexible. Like, you can quite easily make amends. You can move belts around. Whoops, wrong button. I always do that. It's very easy to change things up so that they don't look as bad as they once did, and that's pretty much what I'm relying on. Because, let's face it, almost everything I do looks like total ass. So, there you go. Okay, so my plan, my very, very basic plan, I'll show you just before we end up the very first episode. The plan is basically going to be have copper, no, not copper, other one, iron coming down one side of the belt, and coal coming down the other side of the belt. We're going to have offshoot furnaces over here. Nothing original. You know what I'm talking about, you know? Nothing completely original. But fingers crossed, we'll build into something that is kind of unique. Although, I don't know. You'll have to wait and see. You'll have to tune into all of the other episodes of this series of Factorio Undefeatable to find out. How exciting is that? How unbelievably exciting is that? It's pretty exciting, isn't it? Don't tell me you're not excited. And once again, if you want to get early access to the little video detailing all of the mods, then you're more than welcome to head on over to patreon.com/overthepotato. If you are so interested, no obligation. Everybody's going to get to see the video. It's just that the Patreons are going to get it a little bit quicker. So, ladies and gents, on that note, thank you very, very much for watching the first ever episode of Factorio Undefeatable. My name's been Over the Potato, and I'll see you next time. Bye.